The 2019 Tiger Conference, hosted by Kyiv Post, is underway in Kyiv's Unit City right now. To explain what the Tiger Conference is and what is being discussed, we go live to the event and UATV's correspondent Tom Bell. Hi, Tom. So what can you tell us about what's going on today?
Hi, Jason. Thank you very much. Well, 5 or 10 minutes ago, Timothy Milovanov, who is the Minister of Economic Development, Trade and Agriculture of Ukraine, he finished his keynote speech to the audience here at the Tiger Conference. And really, he was urging startups and entrepreneurs to seek where the demand is for new technology and, in fact, the available facilities to develop this technology that already exist in Ukraine. He said that pragmatic engineering projects are a key driver, really, in future economic growth. He also said that talent had difficulty growing in Ukraine in the past because people simply don't believe that their projects could work. He also talked about intellectual property rights as well. That's to do with not just software, but to do with music, video and technology rights as well. And he said that more needs to be done, not just to legislate to protect people's property rights, but also to enforce them as well. And he said that these rights to do with software and the like should be treated just like property, a house or any sort of building or land as well. He said that as well that coordination between government bodies and business associations is key as well to help the different ministries really drive this technological growth and make sure that Ukraine can fulfill its potential. And meanwhile, we spoke to Brian Bonner, who is the chief editor of the Kyiv Post, and he told us a bit more about what to expect from today's conference.
The Global Innovation Index puts Ukraine 47th among nations in innovation. So obviously we have progress to make there. And so we're looking at that today from different angles, from e-governance, to, digital democracy, to food science and other aspects of what it needs to do, what Ukraine needs to do to actually have this innovative future, which unlocks foreign investment.
So there we go. As Brian said, they're looking at all different topics today. Milovanov also spoke about macroeconomic perspectives for the future. For example, when we talk about inflation, now it's at 5%. Previously, it was a lot higher, so it was much more difficult for startups and entrepreneurs to predict the future as well. One of the key themes as well is freedom of business, to make sure that there's less red tape and fewer barricades for them to actually start their own projects. And we'll have more from the conference, Jason, a little bit later on. Back to you.
Thank you, Tom. That was our UATV correspondent, Tom Bell, live from the 2019 Tiger Conference held in Kyiv's Unit City.